everyone. This is Brenda here from eXp Realty. And because of all this rain that we are getting on Michigan right now, because of the remnants of the hurricane, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about basement water, basement moisture, and kind of preventive maintenance, what to do. It's when it is a big deal and when it is not a big deal. So why water in the basement isn't always a huge concern? Well, water in the basement can range from minor dampness to significant flooding. So not all water issues are critical, but addressing them promptly can prevent larger problems. So common causes of water in the basement include condensation. This usually is not a major issue and can be controlled with a dehumidifier or some of them damp rid bags. So there is also seepage. Often occurs during heavy rain due to poor drainage around the house. So that means that the foundation sits here and the dirt either comes up to it or even goes into it. So if you have water dripping off the eaves, that water is going to go more towards your basement. So what you want is the foundation is here. You want your ground a little bit slanted, so the water has enough to drain off from your eaves or your roof. It solves a lot of issues. And sometimes the water seeps in through, say, the basement windows. If you have those basement windows, sometimes the window wells get filled with dirt. That dirt has to be removed, dug down, placed with gravel for drainage, and then you will not have water seeping into your windows. So anyway, there's several causes for water in the basement. There could be plumbing leaks. It's called, it can cause localized water issue. So how to check for leaks? So inspect foundation cracks. So you're going to want to look for visible cracks in your foundation walls and floor, which actually cracks in the foundation walls and floor are quite common because we do live in a climate where it's hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. That is going to cause cracks. Your house is not going to cave in because of this. This is kind of like a normal process. I've seen brand new walls that do crack, but there are preventions, and this is not going to tear your whole walls down. Your house is not going to fall in because of a small crack in the wall. So pay attention to the water stains. If you have water stains or like a white powdery substance that's caused from the water residue, you're going to want to look for that. And then you're going to want to check for dampness. Check for damp spots, water stains on the walls and floors. So inspect carpets, rugs, or for mold and mildew. That is a big thing. So if you have a carpet in the basement and you do not know the floor is leaking, sometimes you can smell that, and it does give off a little musty odor. So examine the plumbing too. Inspect the pipes for leaks. Sometimes they can leak, or they have condensation that drips off them. So look under the sinks and around the water heater for signs of leaks. This often occurs, but it can be fixed with the professional people that come in and they can fix the leaks. It's usually not that big of a deal. So like I was telling you, how to divert the water from the house if it is coming into the basement, say from a crack or from a window or anything like that. So ensure the gutters are clean and free of debris. The gutters come off the edge of the house because your water hits your roof of the house and come onto the gutters, and then they go down the downspout. So if the downspouts are off, say the downspouts are just coming right straight down, that is going to pull the water straight down, and that has more chance to get into your basement through the foundation. So you're going to want to make sure that the eave trough spouts are out away from the house, so you're diverting as much water as possible away from the house. So even if you have to get say extended downspouts that go way away from the foundation, that's great. And like I said, the grading, I did talk about that. So, and you can install a sump pump if your basement is very prone to water. Say you live by a lake, of course you're going to be at a very high water table, so you're going to be prone to having water into the basement. So you're going to need to install a sump pump in the basement to remove the accumulated water. So what do you do if you see water in your basement? Identify the source. That's the first thing. So if water is coming from the outside or the inside, so remove as much water as you possibly can with a vacuum or pump to remove standing water. So you're going to want to dry out the area with fans and dehumidifiers. Do not try to, if you do see like a lot of water in the basement, I would recommend you try to get a professional in there to see what's going on, to make sure nothing is clogged up. For instance, there could be something wrong with the sump pump that somebody needs to take that sump pump out, check if there's any debris in there, check and see if it's still working. To prevent further damage, apply waterproof sealant to walls and floors when necessary. So this is like a Drylock, or any of the Menards or Lowe's has this gallon of Drylock you can just put on there, and it will actually stop a lot of the leaks. It puts a seal around there and it stops a lot of your leaks. So who to call and when to call? So for minor issues, call a handyman. For small leaks, minor water issues, call a plumber, a licensed plumber, and consider DIY fixes if they're small and seepage problems are minimal. If you can do it yourself, go for it. It's worth it. But if you have a major plumbing issue, be sure to call your professionals. Call for a waterproofing specialist. Significant seepage of the foundation and cracks. Contact your plumber for plumbing leaks. Of course, you should do this. I've learned through the years, leave it to the professionals. I have done a lot of home maintenance by myself, and it's fine if you know exactly what you're doing, but if you get into a situation where it could even cost you more to try to do it yourself, you should probably call the professionals first. Regular inspections. So inspect your basement, especially after a heavy rain or snow melt. So check the gutters, check the downspouts, check the grading of the home, the grading around your home. So maintain the plumbing. Fix leaky pipes, faucets promptly. Don't let it go on and on, because it's just going to get worse. It's not going to solve itself. Insulate pipes to prevent condensation and freezing. That has a pipe wrap around it. It's just one of those black styrofoam wraps that you can put around the pipes. They have a slat on one end. You just push it up on the pipe, and it usually stops most condensation. Sometimes mold will get around there, and all you need to do is take a little bleach water and wipe that mold off. It will kill all of that mold. It's really not that difficult to do that. Foundation maintenance. So you are going to want to repair any cracks in the foundation as soon as they are noticed. And like I said, consider applying the waterproof coating to the basement walls. Does work. It's fantastic. So by understanding the cause of the water in the basement, regularly checking for leaks, water away from the house, taking immediate action when water is present, and homeowners can effectively manage and prevent water basement issues. So I hope this helped everybody, and if you need any more tips, shoot me a note. I would love to do some more videos on what you guys are wanting to hear. All right, till next time. Bye-bye.